What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed and welcome back to another video. And today we got ourselves a big one. This is a 27 card PSA submission reveal. I sent this in through economy service. PSA is working really hard to get through their backlog. I was very excited to get this because this has a lot of cards that I owned as a kid, cards that I pulled back in 2012 and finally got them graded. Plus I got some cards here that my son wanted to grade, some of his Pokemon cards here as well. In terms of time frame, I submitted this back in September. It got logged into the system on November 11th and the grades popped on the 19th and I got it in today. Obviously this video is going to go out a little later, but I did get these cards in quickly because living in LA, when PSA ships out their cards to me, I'll usually get them next day. So very excited to show you guys this submission. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I'm gonna pull them aside here and we're gonna split it up. Sorry about that. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna just try to split them up amongst Pokemon, more of the modern cards and some of the 90s cards. Okay, so these are my son's cards here. We submitted a bunch of Pokemon cards. This is a 2016 Pokemon XY Evolutions Flying Pikachu card that got a PSA 9. Off-centered top to bottom, I believe, when I look at this card. Maybe a little bit left to right. But hey, then my son really wanted to submit this card. I let him choose which cards he wanted to submit, so he chose these 4 cards here. So that's the Pokemon XY Evolutions Pikachu. We got another Pokemon XY Evolutions Machamp Holo in a PSA 9. Off-centered top to bottom, off-centered left to right. It's still a very nice looking card. I think there might be a print line on the Holo here, but very nice one there. This one is a 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield Eternatus VMAX card. This is a secret rare card, and you can kind of tell by the numbering here on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but it's numbered 192 out of 189. When it goes above the number of cards in the set, then that's considered a secret rare. Yeah, my son really loved this card, and this one got the Gen Min 10, so it's probably not worth much, but he just wanted to get it graded. And the big one that he wanted to get graded is this 2016 Pokemon XY Charizard EX from Evolutions. I think this card looks really sweet. Ended up getting a PSA 9. It's not a full art one, but it's a very cool card. This is the one he was most excited about out of all 4 of them. So the way I told my son this is that, look, these are your cards here. You can do whatever you want. If you want me to sell them for you, I can sell them for you, and you can do whatever you want with the money. So trying to teach him how to reinvest his money towards more cards or if he wanted to use it to buy a toy. Whatever his choice is, those are his cards. He could do whatever he wants with that. So now on to the rest of the sports. Well, it's all basketball really, and we're gonna start off with the 2010s and onward. So first card here, this one is a 2010 Panini Totally Certified Red LeBron James. Got a PSA 9 out of this one. These cards are numbered out of 499. I believe I may have gotten a 9 on this because of the numbering there on how off-centered it is. As you can see here, it's reaching close to the top. I believe this is the case because it was a really clean card when I submitted it. I don't really see many issues with it. The corners look great, edges look sharp. Yeah, I don't really see an issue with it, but still a cool card. Red being matching Heat colors. Very nice. Very excited about that one. Next up is the same card from the same year, but it is the blue version, and this one got a PSA 10. So very excited about this one. This is the LeBron James 2010 Totally Certified Blue. These ones are numbered out of 299. So if you look at this, you see how the numbering of the 299 is a little slightly lower. When you look at the numbering of the red, you can see where the placement is. So for those of you guys thinking about when you're grading your cards, you're looking at centering, I believe this plays a factor as well. How the numbering is positioned if it's straight, if it's placed in a good spot, can really kind of determine your grade at times. But yeah, very, very cool card. Very, very excited about this. I think when I checked, this was a pop 6. So LeBron James Totally Certified Blue. And if you're wondering, by the way, both those cards I did end up getting off of eBay back almost a year ago. Those are cards I specifically targeted, and I got them for a pretty good price. I think the blue I paid like 40 or something like that, and then the red I paid like 20 for it. So not too bad. Next up is 2012 Panini Select Kobe Bryant. This is first year select. This got a PSA 9. This card was a card that I've owned for quite some time. Got it back in 2012 when I was ripping boxes of select when these first came out. You know, that's when I jumped back into the hobby a second time. But this was part of that box that I had in the house that I ended up throwing out because we were moving. So, but I had managed to salvage this card out of that box. Not only that, but I salvaged these next two as well, which is also the same card. So I submitted 3 of these, and then this one got a Gem Mint 10. Very, very excited about that. Kobe Bryant Gem Mint 10, and then the third one got a 10 as well. So same set. Damian Lillard got a PSA 9. Same reasons that I've owned it. I've owned it since I've owned that card. This is one of the cards that I salvaged out of it as well, that I pulled out before throwing away that box stupidly. But pretty cool. PSA 9 for a Damian Lillard rookie card from 2012 Panini Select. This is a 2013 Kawhi Leonard, 2013 Panini Prism Kawhi Leonard. This is second year Prism, second year Kawhi Leonard card. Got a PSA 10 on this one. Once again, another card that I salvaged from the box. Some of these cards were base cards that I submitted because, you know, during that time there was really a lot of hype on these cards. So the price of that Kawhi Leonard has dipped significantly, but it's still fairly valued. I haven't checked the recent comps though. This one is a 2016 Panini Select Kawhi Leonard. This is a courtside card. So in 2016, the courtside variations had this type of design. What's cool about this particular set, especially with the courtside cards, if the player within that courtside subset won a championship or a finals MVP, I believe the picture that they use is of them with their finals MVP trophy. You know, Kobe Bryant has his when he won his 5th championship. I think Shaq had his when he won his 3rd. Duncan has a card in which he's holding the trophy as well. So, you know, this is a pretty unique choice that Panini used for these select courtside cards, which I think is a fantastic choice. So yeah, so if you're ever curious, look up the 2016 courtside Panini select cards, and you'll see that the majority of the players who have won championships are actually photoed with them winning those championships. So that's it for the 2010s onward. So the next batch, which is the biggest batch, are my 90s cards. And yes, I'm a big 90s guy. Grew up watching the 90s, grew up collecting the 90s. So we're gonna start off with this 1995 Hoops Top 10 Michael Jordan insert, PSA 9. This was a card that I bought raw. I bought the complete set raw off eBay a little more than a year ago, or a little less than a year ago, sorry. Thought the cards looked in great condition. Actually, I mainly looked at the Jordan and the Shaq. Those 2 cards look great, and so I ended up buying the whole lot. I think I paid like $40 for the complete set. So pretty cool card. But the only thing that bothers me about this particular submission is this. PSA turned the card upside down. Really detracts from the eye value of this card. But I could see what they're doing. They kind of wanted to put the label, I guess. They were trying to think of the label on the right hand side. But still, even then, when you're looking at it here, the name here, NBA Hoops All-Time Rookie Team, is upside down. So if the card would have been the other way, much better, especially for the back. So, I mean, that's not a card I plan on selling anyway. It's just a card that I plan on keeping. Maybe get it fixed one day. Contact customer service. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it. Next up is a 1996 SPX Anthony Hardaway Gold parallel. This got a PSA 9. In the 90s, grew up collecting Penny Hardaway, and this was a card that I so much wanted as a kid, just never had a chance to get it. SPX packs were expensive back then, and you only got like 2 cards a pack. So, of course, me being young, thinking to myself, I don't want to spend that money on a pack with 2 cards. I'd rather buy jumbo packs. So, very happy to get this card. Very happy to get it in this grade as a PSA 9. Next up, 1996 Skybox EX2000 Michael Jordan. This is a PSA 8 card I pack pulled myself. So back in 2012, 2013, I bought a box of EX2000 for $500. Crazy, right? $500. I bought a box of these, and even then I thought that was expensive. Trying to pull that Kobe Bryant rookie card. Didn't pull a Kobe Bryant rookie card, but I did pull this Jordan. I pulled the Shaq. I put a Grant Hill. Pulled a couple other good players on there. Sent this out to get graded. This got a PSA 8. Looking at it, I can see the issue right here on the top. There's a little ding right there in the middle there. It looks clean though. I mean, everything looks centered well. I think there's a print line that's coming down here on the right. So PSA 8 is pretty fair. I was really hoping to get either like a PSA 9 or hopefully a PSA 10, but I guess not. Next up, 1996 Hoops Allen Iverson PSA 9, a card that I bought off eBay for like $5. Ended up submitting it. PSA 9, not bad. These cards are particularly hard. Well, this one is because of the black background with the edges and the corners. Whenever you buy cards with a black background, you're more prone to having chipping on the sides. 1996 Topps Steve Nash that ended up getting a PSA 10. This was a card that I bought out at Burbank Sports Cards. I think I paid like $2 for it. Ended up getting a PSA 10. So not bad at all for rummaging through the dollar boxes over there. Very, very cool card to have. 1996 Ultra Allen Iverson PSA 9. Pretty good grade for these cards. These Ultra cards are tough to grade. Allen Iverson's card, especially with all that black, chipping, edge wear, corner damage, you can probably get a whole bunch of that going on there. But very happy with the PSA 9 on that. I thought it was good enough to either get a 9 when I bought it raw. So Steve Nash, this one got an 8.5. I thought this one was good enough to get a 9 as well, but something probably very, very minor caused it to get an 8.5, not the 9. Another Steve Nash here. This one got a PSA 8. Got a 1996 Ultra Kevin Garnett Gold Medallion. This is the second year Kevin Garnett card, and this is the Gold Medallion version, or parallel. Now, here's the thing. Series 1 and Series 2 Gold Medallion in 1996 are different. Okay, Series 1 are actually the tougher cards to pull. They came 1 out of 12 packs, whereas the Series 1 Gold Medallion, or the Series 2 Gold Medallion cards, came at 1 per pack. So the Series 2 ones are actually easier to pull versus the Series 1. And the way you can tell the difference between the Series 1 or a Series 2 is that in the Series 2 cards, they would notate on the front of the card somewhere that it's the Gold Medallion edition. So like, for example, if this Kevin Garnett were a Series 2 card, it would say Gold Medallion edition. So when you see those cards, those Series 2 Gold Medallion cards, they're not as rare as you think. I mean, sure, they're rare because they're gold parallels and they come 1 per pack. But when compared to the Series 1 Gold Medallion cards from 1996, these ones are a much tougher card to pull. So that's why, the Kobe Bryant Series 1 Gold Medallion card is a tough pull. 1 out of 12 packs just to pull that card. So yeah, this Kevin Garnett card, Series 1 Gold Medallion and a PSA 8, that's a Pop 2, none higher. Got a 1996 Ultra All Rookies Allen Iverson, PSA 8. This is a rookie insert from the rookie year. These cards are very, very hard to grade, and you can tell, like I've been saying on a bunch of these other cards, the black background makes it very prone for chipping, especially this card. And you could find out like the chipping from the back. So here you can kind of see the chipping here on top, and then some touch of white on the corners here. And the thing about this card is that, you know, it kind of has like a matte finish on the front, and I think that's part of the reason why you'll get the chipping on the backside. So it's a very nicely designed card. You know, I'm looking to try to get a Kobe Bryant from this set in a pretty respectable grade. Another Allen Iverson, this time it's 1997. This is the 1997 Ultra Abilities All-Star parallel version of this insert in the PSA 9. They came in 3 different versions. The first one is called the starter version, which has the word starter in the back. The second version is the All-Star one, which has All-Star in the back. And the third one is the Superstar version, which is all foil with a die cut that says Superstar in the back. So these All-Star ones come at a rate of 1 out of 36 packs. So kind of in a sense, 1 per box. So the All-Star versions are quite rare, but I don't think most people realize that. The starter version is the more common one. I forget what the pack odds are for that, but if you're able to get a Superstar one, I think those come at 288, 1 out of 288. Of course, obviously you would want those ones, but yeah, PSA 9 on this Allen Iverson. I think that's a pretty good deal. These next 3 cards are childhood cards. This is the 1997 Metal Universe Kobe Bryant. We like to call it the Death Star card in the PSA 8. I've had this as a kid, since I was a kid. And for it to end up becoming a PSA 8 is a plus for me, a huge plus. Very, very happy with this grade. You know, PSA 8. For these metal cards, a PSA 8 is a very, very respectable grade, much like I was saying during those Marvel PMG reveals. So yeah, very, very happy with that. And within that same vein, this is a 1997 Metal Universe Kobe Bryant Metal Universe Championship All Millennium card. This ended up getting the PSA 7. This one, I kind of felt like it wasn't going to get the 8. It has some corner issue here. I believe it has some chipping on the back. So this card has a PSA 7, not bad. Good to kind of match it up with my Jordan that I picked up the other day. So a 1997 Metal Universe Championship Kobe Bryant in the PSA 8. Same thing with this card. I had that as a kid. So very, very happy with the grades that came out with those 3 cards. Even the PSA 7. And the last card is a 1998 Topps Dirk Nowitzki rookie, graded PSA 8.5. I think last year I bought a lot of 4 Dirk Nowitzki Topps rookie cards for like around, I want to say like 25 bucks. And I think this was the best one out of the 4 of them. So I submitted this, ended up getting a PSA 8.5. Not bad. Hoping, I wish that it would have gotten the 9, but you know, 8.5, 9, probably something very, very minor on this one. Centering on the back, top to bottom. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty cool submission. You know, very, very happy with the results on this one. Some I plan on trying to see if I could trade or move. Other ones, you know, obviously a lot of the Kobe cards are going into the PC. Those Iversons were really sweet. The Jordans are going into the PC. So my son's Pokemon cards, very, very nice as well. So, you know, if you guys enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.